I am Iori Folani. Okay, we're, I suppose, in that season now. So I think it's not news anymore. You know, if I come here and I say it rains every day, people will say, "Can we hear what?" It is the season. So let me just leave it at that. Anyway, great to meet up with you. And two subject matters today, all other things being well. Let's look at the first one, the Anambra governorship election. And we thought we'd just touch base with them over in Anambra. And we have Mr. Daniel Ezeigwe. He is the senior media aide to Anambra's governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo. So a fine morning to you, Mr. Ezeigwe.
Yori, thank you very much. Good morning. Glad to be here with you this morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We thought we'd just check up on the progress of your preparations, because everybody is preparing, and there are those who have made it their business to unseat the occupant of a government house. It is their democratic right to try, but how well do you see your preparations against any such eventuality?
Oh, we don't see any eventuality. Or what we see is certainty. We've been preparing very well. Remember, about 2 weeks or so ago, the governor inaugurated the Agba Campaign Council, made up of people who are grassrooted, people who understand the vision, people who understand the politics, and that's to add to the campaigns, intense campaigns, grassroots campaigns, and everything that the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has been doing. So the preparations are quite, our feet are on the ground. The people of Anambra State are solidly behind the party that identifies most with them, the party that identifies with their culture, their philosophy, their ideology, and all of that. So it's a positive environment for us, and rest assured that come November 8th, we'll be singing one song, and it's a song of victory. Victory for Apuga, victory for Professor Chukwuma Soludo, and victory for the people of Anambra State.
Indeed. Well, everybody is listening, and we certainly wish you the best, but every contestant, as you know, is saying, some version of what you have said. Now, it is often said that when it comes to a second term for any governor, his first term and his achievements, what he was able to do, oftentimes is a lot more important and helpful to him than anything you can do by way of campaigning. Are there landmark, matters that you think will stand the governor in good stead? We are seeing some pictures right now. I don't know if you're also seeing them. I think the roads over there have also always been a challenge.
Yori, I think if you have your ears on the ground, you will know that we are talking about an administration that is firing on all cylinders. Right from the day he was sworn in on March 17th, 2022, the governor began work the day he was sworn in. The next day he went to Oboko. I don't know if you heard about Oboko. Oboko was one of the largest urban slum in Southeast Nigeria. The next day he went there, and that was the day that the transformation of Oboko began. And today Oboko is a new city. The governor has been firing on all cylinders, over 867 kilometers of road awarded, now completed over 641. We talk about recruitment of over 8,115 teachers, over 1,000 health workers. And we talk about the truly free education that is currently on in Anambra State, from basic to secondary. And you talk about a lot of things that the governor is doing, free antenatal and free delivery services, including the cesarean section in all the public hospitals in Anambra State. And you talk about the 33-year-old Jinx, the new brand new light city, the Anambra government, the new Anambra government house and governor's lodge, that the governor, we call it a mini city, a Vatican, something that has not been seen in the history of Anambra State before. And the governor presently the governor is dualizing all the trunk A roads in Anambra State. Even the ones, the trunk A roads, I hope you know they belong to the federal government. They fall under the jurisdiction of the federal government. So, and a lot of things. 5,000 youths have been trained under the 1U2 skills program, empowered. In a few days' time, we have over 8,300 of them that have been trained already, and they'll be empowered. So the governor is not resting. He's a man that came with a vision, a very strong vision. He's a man that's working day and night sleeplessly to make sure that he brings good governance to the people of Anambra State. And remember that the governor has been able to do this thing without borrowing a dime. As a matter of fact, I think he's probably the only governor in Southeast Nigeria that has not borrowed a dime to do all this thing. But he has outperformed his peers. He has outdone other governors. And the people of Anambra State are not looking out for anyone else, because the man they've been waiting for is already here. And he's doing this in such a manner that has not been seen in the history of Anambra State before. So people are happy, and the governor is not resting on his achievement. For him, he's just starting. It's just the beginning of good governance. So the plans he has for Anambra State, are so big that it's not something that will be achieved in 4 years. And our people are ready to give him another 4 years to consolidate the things he's already started.
Okay. You know, I was going to ask you what has been able to be achieved about in the labor sector, youths and employment. So you touched on it briefly there. Would you like to expatiate a bit on that? This is an administration that considers that puts a high premium on human capital development, which is, we're talking about education. That's why I've told you that education in Anambra State in public schools is now completely free of charge, from basic to secondary. You don't pay a dime. So, and it's a nexus of smart vision that the governor came up with. And now the governor, to make the whole thing solid, first of all, I told you that he recruited 5,000 teachers first, and another 3,115 teachers, bringing the total number to 8,115 teachers. And remember, he did that in the first 2 years of his administration. Now, after that, it comes to the health sector, where over 1,000 health workers were recruited. And it comes to the area of youth empowerment, which I've told you that we have a training program that was called 1U2 skills. What it means that for every youth that undergoes the training, the person must have learned at least two skills to better their lives with. And these youths are not just trained; these youths are trained and empowered to take care of their future. And as a matter of fact, 1,000 of those youths came out the other day to thank the governor and to tell him that they are now millionaires. 1,000 of them, youth millionaires. And they're now thanking the governor and have been opting to use their own resources and to use the knowledge they've gained to train others. So it's a circle of immense development, and it's a circle of big dreams. Okay. And this is something that the governor is spearheading, as I told you, without borrowing a dime. You did say so. You did say so. In the agriculture sector, are there things that you are proud of? I mean, things that will, let's face it, I was just talking about achievements. Is there much to talk about in the agricultural sector?
Of course. It's an all-round development, and no sector is left behind. It's a simultaneous development across all sectors of the economy. Agriculture, not left behind. Remember, when this administration came in, it started by understanding the efficacy of agriculture. It started distributing palm trees and all rare trees, palm trees, coconut seedlings to across all the families. Over 1 million seedlings were distributed across all the homes in Anambra State to help households to understand the essence of agriculture, to get into those agriculture, to raise their incomes and all of that. And you should know also that the governor's wife is also spearheading agricultural revolution in Anambra State through her home garden initiative. As a matter of fact, as of today, she has distributed over 15,000 hybrid non-GMO seedlings across families in Anambra State. And she's not just doing that, she's doing that leading by example. I'm sure you must have seen videos of her in her own garden. It's not about giving out to people, and she's leading by example. She has her own garden at the government house where she has different varieties of crops. So she gives out these seedlings to families to help them understand the need to go back to subsistence agriculture, which is about providing food for their families, providing organic food for their families, and again, to help them understand that through that they can go into commercial agriculture and to help the economic base of their families and economic base of Anambra State. So the governor's wife, through her NGO, Healthy with Noye Soludo initiative, has been leading a massive agricultural revolution in Anambra State, something that has never been seen in the history of Anambra State. As a matter of fact, she's the only governor's wife in Nigeria that did something in that regards. Over 15,000 packs of hybrid seedlings, 15,000 packs of hybrid seedlings distributed across families in Anambra State. Imagine the return that will bring to homes in the next 1 year, 2 years, and thereabout. So it's a massive stuff that we're seeing here in Anambra State. It's a collaboration of big dreams. The governor's wife is doing from her own end. The governor is doing a bigger one from his own end.
Okay, all right. All of this is, pretty good news to hear. But before I continue, Mazi Okorafor has come on the line and he wants to join the program. Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, today. Honestly, you see, the Anambra election is another step in the sense that we know that at the end of the year, the next chairman will be just taken aside. But the question now is, there is need for the ruling government to give everybody a free hand. What do a free hand? In terms of making street, radio, houses that belongs to the state, in nice cost in terms of their publicity, and in terms of their billboards, and in terms of their posters, a situation whereby an opponent will come, his voice will come, place their posters. Because of the ruling party, you start destroying their billboard and even fixing taxes that the state is officer knowing we are giving you the ruling party, you cannot afford to pay such if they are not in profit. So they need to give a free hand. And the youth in that Anambra State, I'm just begging them. Now, November is around the corner. Don't allow anybody to use you as a weapon of mass destruction because Anambra is a key state. Key state is that the Oka, anybody going to Aba, you must pass, whether you are going to Benin, whether you are going to Bosakot, you must pass through Anambra, whether you are going to Lagos or pass from East. So that is why election is very, very important. But all political parties must be given a free hand to participate. And I thank God that as things are going on, issue of this issue, killing, assassin, honestly speaking, the Soludo government should do the needful to stop this thing. It's not healthy for us. We, Nigerians, not the negotiation of people, everybody in this country.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mazi Okorafor. Okay, so you heard him there. Would you like to react to that? Because
Mazi Okorafor was talking about giving everybody a level playing field. You should know that Governor Soludo is a pure Democrat. He's a practical Democrat. So the state-owned media house, which is Anambra Broadcasting Service, you go there, you see other political parties playing their jingles. You don't bring their jingles and they turn it down. It's a level playing ground. You know, what are you afraid of when you know that victory is on your side? So it's a level playing ground for everybody. Everybody is on the field. You've never heard about someone the government using its powers to against people that are campaigning, against people that are contesting for the election. So it's an open field for everybody. Once you you say you want to become the governor of Anambra State, you want to lead Anambra State, come and tell the people what you've got.
All right.
And that's what we're operating.
Let's make room. Let's make room for another caller, Reverend Dominic. Good morning, Reverend Dominic.
Good morning, Chief Jury. Good morning to our guests.
Yes. Please go ahead, sir.
I hope you can hear me. I have two questions.
We can hear you very clearly.
Okay. The first question is this. Are they going to have governmental debate in Anambra? Are they going to have governmental debate in Anambra? Because I want to listen to this candidate, especially that the candidate I heard his voice on this television from NNP party. If they're going to have debate, I'll be so interested. Okay. Number two, please, Mr. Advisor in Media, why is it that some part of Anambra today...
That is Daniel Ezeigwe.
Yes, the PS. Why is it that the non-state actors are taking over there? And I have not heard Soludo do anything about that security in that part of Anambra State. Also, between Imo and Anambra, non-state actors are taking over there. Why is the government not doing anything? It's good to develop a state. But when you develop a state with infrastructure and people are scared to move around, scared to go to business, what is infrastructure is good, but security is the best. Governor Soludo is not doing anything about the security on this local government I'm talking about. These non-state actors are taking it. They throw people away and they occupy it. What the state government is doing?
Okay, Reverend. Okay, Reverend. Let's give Daniel Ezeigwe a chance.
All right, Reverend, thank you very much for those questions. First of all, the governor is not afraid of debates. If debates come, the governor will attend as far as they come in good faith.
Is it planned? Is any planned? Is any planned, do you know, or is it too early?
I'm not privileged of that information for now, but there should be plans. It's a big election, and debates come, the governor will attend. And he talked about security situation. He said the border between Anambra and Imo State. I want to correct one impression. You have opposition candidates come up on national television like yours to demarket Anambra State with what they call insecurity and falsehood, propaganda, half-truths, and what have you. I think
no, but there is a security issue in Anambra. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. There is.
I think we should have a measure to regulate how people come on air to lie and how people come on air to demarket our state, demarket the country because of politics. It's sad. It should be condemned. They've been campaigning, haven't they? Have you ever heard that anyone was attacked during any campaign? Anambra State, as it is now, is one of the safest states in Nigeria. Okay. I'm talking to you from Anambra State. I've not been out of Anambra State in the last 6 months. And everybody is moving around safely. Businesses are going. So people coming to, it's politics, and you always expect them to campaign with something. Right. But I don't expect someone with the right moral rectitude to come and campaign with insecurity. So security situation in Anambra State is very strong. The governor is not sleeping on security. Security is primary. You remember, he can't have development. We wouldn't have had this development, this level of development in Anambra State, this historical level of development in Anambra State, if Anambra wasn't secure. We should ask ourselves the questions.
All right. You know what? I'll leave it at that. I beg your pardon, sir. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll leave it at that because yet another person, Professor Edmund, who is in Enugu, wants to join the program. Good morning, Prof.
Hello, Mr. Yori. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please go on now. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Well, good morning, my brother. Yeah, thank you for the audience, and thank you to your guest, Bien. Yes, I'm calling from Enugu. I'm from Anambra State.
Okay.
Yeah, as a professor, and I don't belong to any political party, but as far as Anambra is concerned, there is no governor. I repeat, there is no governor since the creation of Anambra State that has done what Professor Chukwuma Soludo has done in Anambra State. I'm yet to be contradicted. In less than 4 years, Professor Chukwuma Soludo has done more than all the governors put together that have been in charge of Anambra State. This is not exaggeration. I'm telling you the objective facts. The facts are there. So forget about all these charlatans that are going about castigating the Soludo's government. He has been the best. He's been the best. And I bet you, Yori, mark my word today, come November 8th, it's going to be a walkover.
Okay.
It's going to be a walkover because Anambrarians have seen the capacity of the governor. They have seen the capacity of the works he has done in Anambra State. As a matter of fact, he has lifted the image. The first list of Anambra State has been lifted in less than 4 years without borrowing a dime. Without borrowing a dime. My brother, there's no governor. I repeat, there's no governor in Anambra State that has performed more than Soludo in less than 4 years. And I tell you, Anambra people are willing and ready to give him another 4 years to complete what he has started. Forget about all these gossips. Yes, there is a security problem, not just in Anambra State, security problem all over the country. All over the country. So let's not concentrate on security in Anambra State.
All right.
There are security challenges in all over Nigeria. Tell me any state in Nigeria that is free from security challenge. So,
all right, then. Thank you, Prof.
Besides,
thank you very much, Prof. I don't think you really need to say anything, Mr. Ezeigwe.
Of course, I need to say something.
What do you want to say apart from agree? You agree now?
No. When these are the things. Forget the fact that these are the things that we would like to hear. When people see the truth, they tell them as they've seen it. Prof lives in Enugu State, but he's from Anambra State. And when people come out to compare and to discredit a man that has given his best, his all to his state, to his people, this is not just politics. This is hate. So Prof has said
it's the nature of politics.
Governor Soludo remains the best.
All right.
In the history of Anambra State, no governor has achieved what this man has achieved in 2 years.
Okay.
You can do your analysis, you can do your study, you can do your survey. The facts and the stats are there. So forget people that come on national TV to politics with lies and propaganda. It might be acceptable to them, but to moral politics, that's condemnable.
Okay. Maybe talk to me briefly about a sort of, I don't know, it seems, if you look at the news media, it looks like there's something of a relationship. Well, there has always been a relationship, but I'm just thinking now about Professor Soludo and Professor I beg your pardon, Professor Soludo and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Professor Soludo has been saying some very nice things about the governor and has been showing that there's a sort of esprit de corps, if one can go as far as that. What's that all about? Progressives?
Yeah. Yori, you see, ABGA is a progressive party, and our ideology is unique. ABGA's ideology is the most unique in the country. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the relationship between Governor Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, and that of the President Tinubu is a very strong one. It's one of fraternal bond. If you heard the governor the other day, he said he's been friends with Tinubu for their relationship has crossed over 2 decades. So it's not just something that began with politics. It's something that began with friendship, trust, and love. And the governor isn't just
supporting President
Tinubu.
And certainly respect.
Yes, mutual respect. And the governor isn't just supporting President Tinubu because of politics. It's way beyond that. It's about brotherhood. It's about vision. People that share similar vision. And when we say progressives working together, it means that our ideologies match, and we share the equal ideologies of development, ideologies of political management, and what have you. And so far, so good. The President Tinubu has done so well, and we have no regrets about our support for him. And the governor, who is the leader of APGA, has who knows it all, and who has said it all, has seen that this is the right man for the job at this time, and he demands our support. And you know that APGA has this somehow it's not written, it's an unwritten convention to support the party in the center, especially when we do not have candidates contesting for the same position. Mm-hmm. So, and especially parties that we share the same ideology with. And as it is now, this is about progressive ideologies working together. It's progressivism and pure ideological politics.
Well, saying, what are you bringing, as it were, to the table? That's what people are going to want to know how serious you are. And you've told me that, well, all matters, have been, arrangements are very much on course. In fact, you make it sound as if you are ready. You are actually ready for the election, even if it were to be tomorrow or next week.
Of course, you are ready. Our house in 100% in order. We are not confused. We are not chasing popularity. You know people that are chasing popularity. We know people that are trying to weigh their popularity to see weigh their popularity for the future. Most of them are not contesting. They just want to test their popularity to get people to know their names. So for the future, all of them know that the governor has done so well. Even one of the contestants came on national television last year to say that nobody should contest against the governor, that the governor has done so well. So they know what they are doing. We wouldn't be happy if it was only Governor Soludo contesting. We need people that to make up the number. So we don't want to beat just ourselves. We want to beat some people. So people are testing their popularity. If I were you, I would have thrown in my towel thrown in my hat to test my popularity. So it's just about a test of popularity. We know who will win the day, and people know our people. The most important thing is that our people know who is their leader, and they know who they are following, and their voices are loud and very clear. It's about good governance, and it's about solution. It's about Governor Chukwumacha Soludo and APGA, nothing else.
Okay, that's Daniel Ezeigwe, Senior Media Aide to Anambra Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo. Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Thank you, Yori. Thank you. See you again.
All right then. Okay.